To look professional or shelf ready, your product really needs a barcode. Now this barcode's not going to work functionally because you have to program that into the barcode reader system, but we want to make it look as accurate as possible. Now it works best if you've already gotten your label, at least to the point where you need a barcode. And so here I've measured, and here's the space for the barcode. And I'm going to unlock that label layer, and I'm going to lock all of the sub layers. So nutrition label is unlocked, all of the sub layers are locked, but that will allow me to draw a white rectangle with a black stroke. Okay, that's the size of the barcode, and I'm going to lock that. And here, oh, I can see that it's a little bit off, so let me unlock it and select it, and then use the arrows to nudge it, arrows on the keyboard to nudge it into place. So it's lined up perfectly. Now I'm going to lock that rectangle. The barcode has a lot of little parts, so I need a new layer. I'm going to go down here to the new layer button, or the new sublayer button. The new sublayer button, and then I'm going to call it lines. So that's going to be the lines for the barcode. Everything else is locked, so you don't accidentally, or I don't accidentally put things on the wrong spot. And I'm going to use the pen tool with a stroke and no fill, and just click once here and take it straight down. To make sure that it doesn't go at an angle, I'm going to hold the shift key down and click once. Now there's a line, but it's connected. So to unconnect that, we just click the black arrow. All right, we have our first line. Now the magic to making a barcode is to take this one line that you made and copy it. So we learned that if we hover over the object and we pull down, or we hold the Alt key on the keyboard, we get the black arrow, select it, hold the Alt down, and we have two little arrows, and we can drag, and we can drag it again. And of course we learned that we can go object, transform, transform again. And we learned that object transform again has a keyboard shortcut. So Command D. If you just hold them both down, they will just continue duplicating. Maybe one more, Command D. All right. Now there's too many, and they're all the same size, so they really don't look very realistic that way. So we can simply go in here and select one and take it down a little bit, or we can select a whole set of them and take those down, or we can select one and make it a little thicker. So you can just randomly select some here and there and make them thinner or thicker until it looks sufficiently random enough. A nice thing to do is to select all of them, and just to make sure that they are perfectly lined up, go to the alignment palette and align the tops. Now they should be, because it should just be one line that was duplicated over and over and then made thicker or thinner in places. All right. Another reason we want to have all of the lines contained, right? Of course, there's a lot of them, but I can lock them all at once, and we're going to make some numbers. So I'm going to just click once. And for this, we probably want a really small, let's try 7 points. Now, depending on the size of your barcode, the size of your font might go from probably 5 at the smallest to 9 at the largest. And just going to type some numbers and then some spaces and some more numbers. You can see there's a pink kind of box forming around it. That is telling me that this font is not on the computer. I'm not sure how that happened, but okay, let's take that and make sure we select a font that is on the computer. It does need to be a sans serif font. That right is without all the little fun embellishments. So we can look here and all of these embellishments on Bookmania. We don't want any of those embellishments. So something like just Arial is a good choice if you have that on your computer, or another font without any embellishments. Okay. So let's just kind of randomize those. And now if we turn on our lines, you can see that the lines are in the way. I'm selecting here in the layers menu. I'm hitting the selection button right beside all of the numbers, and I'm using the down arrow so that they poke down just a little bit, or at least are level. And here's where the real magic begins. Once you have the numbers in place, we pull down, select them with the black arrow, pull down the type menu and create outlines. And I'm going to lock all the numbers. If you want, you can rename the numbers layer so you can find them easily. All right, here's the magic, because the lines are distracting because they're going on top of the numbers. So I've got the numbers locked. I'm unlocking the lines. So the lines layer is the only layer that is unlocked. We're going to use the white arrow. Remember, the white arrow just selects one point at a time. Oh, how cool is that? But what if we hold the mouse down and drag a little selection box and select just those bottoms? And I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How cool is that? 6. Okay. And anywhere, I'm going to select that group of, I'm only selecting the bottoms of those numbers, the number lines, sorry. And press down the mouse, select the lines, the bottoms of the lines, and I'm counting so that I go up the same number. That is super cool. Now, if you look really, really closely, there are usually 2 more numbers. There's like a number 0, and perhaps there's a number 2. I'm going to select them both, make them really small. Those ones are tiny, tiny. Let's go 4 points for this particular barcode. Your numbers might vary. Select with the black arrow, type menu, create outlines. Right, and those little numbers have something to do with, telling the machine reader what type of product whether it's a beverage or a microwavable product or something like that. All right, now let's lock that. And what I like to do is we'll lock the nutrition label, but I will unlock all of the sub layers inside that. All right, have fun with your own barcode.